watching this video. I hope you have been receiving a lot of links related to our communicative English. The reason why I point out now is particularly in previous week and previous videos you have been receiving videos through WhatsApp. Now you have been receiving videos through link. The reason because it is very difficult to compress a video. So the clarity and the content of the video is getting declined. For that only reason we have been sending you link. So I request all of you to go through the link and then get enough ideas about our class. So I hope so. If you have any reasons where you have some suggestions regarding our communicative class, you can put forward in your group. We will help you in related to that so that we can have the best out of our class. Now let us come to today's class. In today's class we have two interesting topics. Yes, we can say it's like one of our favorite topic too. Reason why? Because if you take our life, we have things which we like very much, we have things which we don't like very much. We have people whom we like the most, we have people whom we don't like the most. So we can't say most, but there are people whom we didn't like. So if you see in our life, there is favorite and there is no favorite. So there are ways to say I like it, there are many ways to say I don't like it. So that is the topic we are going to discuss in today's session. The topics are ways to say, different ways, other ways to say I like it. If I like a person, if I like a particular thing, if I like one particular object, how I have to give a clear idea about it, I like it. So there are different ways to say that. That's what we are going to discuss in today's class. And to my left, I have opposite to that topic, that is, because there are people who may not like it also, who may not like a person, who may not like a particular object. What are the other ways to say I don't like it? Let us discuss all the sentences clearly one by one. Let's see our first topic. Our first topic is other ways to say I like it. Because yes, generally we say I like one thing. Instead of telling I like it, there are different aspects, different sentences related to the situation. So let us discuss one by one. So the reason why I take this topic is because yes, you develop your communication skill at the time, and one more thing is you may use different sentences at different situations. Maybe I can point out you is at the correct situation. Let us see what is the first sentence. My first sentence is I adore it. I adore it means I like that particular thing very much. So you have a great respect for a person and you are very much interested on that person's speech, or you are very much interested on that person's behavior and everything. That means you are very much interested in one particular person, or you are very much interested in one particular thing. You can say I adore it. And the second one is I just love it. This is a sentence that everyone are familiar with it, because you may cross a person or you may cross a thing where you are very fond of it. You felt it, I like that most. That is in a superlative. So when you want to tell that particular thing has impressed you a lot, at that particular time you can use a sentence called I just love it. I just crazy about it. In that way you can use your sentence. And the third one is I am keen on it. That means something you are very interested, you want to know about very eagerly. So at that time, instead of using the word interested, you can say a sentence I am keen on it. That means a particular information or about a particular person or about a particular resource, you want to get clear idea. You are very much interested in it. At that time, you can use a sentence called I am keen on it. So this sentence will be very useful for saying such a sentence or for such a situation. And the fourth one is it looks good. Yes, maybe an object, maybe you can say this sentence for a person too. He looks good. It looks good means an object or a scenery or something which you felt very pleasantful and very nice to see. You can say it looks good. It can be used for a persons too. That means he looks good, she looks good, you look good. You can say sometimes yourself, I look good. Next one is, it's to my thinking. It's to my thinking. What you told, yes, it's up to my knowledge. It's to my thinking. I like it. What you said is, it's to my thinking. It's not over behind my limitation. It is to my thinking. So I just love what you said. So when you have an information, or when people say some information, that is up to your knowledge, and you are very much interested in it. At that time you can say, yes, it's up to my thinking. I love it. So that is something, a very, very special sentence for all of us. The next one is, I am addicted to it. I am addicted to it in sense, there are many people who have this habit. Especially if you ask me, even before taking this video, I had just a cup of tea. The reason why, because I am addicted to it. Yes, when I have my tea, when I have my cup of tea, or when I have my cup of coffee, I feel very energetic. So there are many people who have a habit of getting too much into one particular thing. That is called addiction. So I am addicted to it. When you get that addiction, when you love something very deeply, when you like it very deeply, at that time you can use this sentence, I am addicted to it. So if you ask me, I am addicted to bike, I am addicted to have a cup of tea, I am addicted sometimes in reading books, not general books, related to my communicative English. So these are my areas where I am greatly addicted to it. I can't say we're just addicted, I am fond of doing it. The next one is, I am very interested in it. Yes, almost these two things are very similar, or maybe all the sentences are very similar. I want to know, as I already pointed out, I am keen on it. Now, we have a different sentence for that. I am very interested in it. That means, to a particular resource, to a particular information, you feel that this is very useful for me. When I read a novel, or when I read a storybook, or when I watch a film, when I feel that it is very thrilling, I feel what is next. Okay, it makes you to watch it very closely. That means without interest you can't watch it, or without interest you can't read a book. Without interest you can't play. So when you have such a great interest, you can say that I am very interested in it. That is that particular incident or that particular scenario. When you have such a scenario where you feel that I am very much interested, at that particular moment you can use a sentence, I am very interested. Next one, it sounds great. So it will be a nice sentence. When I can use this, it sounds great. When I listen to music, when I listen to music, I am very fond of it. It's like my favorite music. I just love to it. At the time when I felt that it is very good, it is very pleasant to hear, I can use that, it sounds great. Maybe not only music, I can say one more thing also. What is that? Is the tone and the beats and whatever related to that music. When I feel that it is good, I can say it sounds great. Next, it looks fantastic. It looks fantastic in sense, when I see a view, when I go for when I go for tour, when I go to different places for a tourist spot, when I view something, where I feel that it is very interesting to go through it, I can point out that it looks fantastic. That means that particular incident, or that particular person, or that particular view, I feel that very interesting. At that time I can say it looks fantastic. Next one is, I am really into it. This is something, a very nice sentence. I am really into it. That means when someone is talking to you, they are talking to you very closely, they are talking about something very interesting. You went related to their concept. You are just completely adored by their speech. So you just love the way they talk. So what happened is, you went into their situation, so you went completely into their mind. So at that time, what happened? You don't know what is happening around you. That much you are very interested. Maybe now this young generation, you can say regarding Free Fire games, regarding using mobile phones, when you use such kind of when you do such kind of activities, you can point out, I'm really into it. That means when you are in such an activity, you don't know what is happening around you. In such a way, your mindset is completely went off or all lost. So these are the sentences which is very useful to say that in other ways I like it. If you watch it very closely, there are a lot of situations, there are a lot of different areas where I can use this. Exactly if I want to say in different scenarios. Maybe now you have to think of it where I have to use this. When I use this particular sentence, whether it will be apt to that particular moment or it will be apt to that particular sentence. When I find that it is very easy to use all these things. When I use this, my effective communication gets into the next format. Now let us get into the second, video class. That is my second topic, not video class, my second topic. Let's see other ways to say I don't like it. I don't like it. Yes, that's most important, right? Because when I love some incident, when I love some person, when I like some particular situation, there are in other cases where I don't like that particular thing also. So let me tell you what are the ways to say, or what are the other ways to say I don't like it. First one, that's not for me. When some people say to you that this is for you, and you feel that yes, I am not eligible for that. I don't like that particular thing. That's not for me. That's not for me. In such a case, you feel that that particular thing is not responsible for you. That particular incident doesn't suit you. You can say that's not for me, or that is not related to me. Just leave me because I don't like it. It's not that here I have to tell that I like it. Generally, I can say that that's not for me. Second one is I'm sick of it. Sorry, I don't like that. I'm sick of it. Leave me. Please don't disturb me regarding this. I'm sick of it. Sorry. So in such a way, I can use the sentence called I am sick of it. Third one is it's not my cup of tea. As I say that whenever I use the sentence, I'm addicted to it. So we used to say tea or coffee. Here I use a sentence related to that. It's not my cup of tea. That means, sorry, I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested at all. Leave me. When I want to say I don't like it, I'm not interested, you can use this sentence. It's not my cup of tea. And the fourth one is I'm not crazy about it. See, when you like something very deeply, you can say that I'm crazy. I'm crazy about that particular moment. I'm crazy about that particular activity. Yes, reason why? Because you love that very deeply. When you don't like about it, when you don't like that particular activity, you can say very clearly, I'm not crazy about it. The next one is, I'm not into it. Yes, especially the students those who listen to the class or those who watch this video, if you don't like a class, yes, your parents will be telling you that watch the video completely, go through the video completely. Yes, to your parents' namesake, you just watch the video, but you will not be completely, your mind will not be focused related to that. That means you can say, I'm not into it. Because I don't love to watch, I don't love to listen to class. That's my nature. When I'm not interested to listen something, when I'm not interested to learn something, or activities which is related to you, you don't like it, you can say, I'm not into it. That means mentally you are not into that particular topic. The next one is, I'm not keen of it. I'm not interested to know about that, because I don't like it. When I am interested, I am very keen to know that. When I am not interested, what I can tell? I am not keen of it. The next one is, I am not a big fan of it. When people say that hey, there is an interesting activity is going on in the next street, let's go and watch. For example, a cinema shooting is going on. Okay, yes, people are rushing to go and watch the cinema shoot. Yes, there are people who used to watch it, there are people who don't like to watch it. And the people who can say that, see, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like those and all. Those activities and all, I don't like it. So when you want to describe very personally, you can say, I'm not a big fan of it. And maybe you can say for actors also, actors, actress, There are people who used to say, there are many students who will ask me first question, who is their favorite hero? Okay, so because this is a common question. So when people talks about their personal activities, into that personal activities, a biggest question will be related to that. So when you are not in such particular thinking, you can say I am not a big fan of it. Next one, that's not my thing. I already used that's not for me. Almost both are same. That's not my thing. It's not mine. Okay. So in that way you can use that. I have. This is meaning is I have had enough of it. Enough. I got what I deserve. Hereafter I am not involved in it. I got enough of it. It's enough for me. Okay, you can say this in positive ways, you can say it in a negative way. That means that much trouble he got from that particular activity. So he doesn't want to involve in it because he got that much terrible problem related to it. So when he wants to point out that, sorry my dear, I have had enough of it, leave me. Don't involve me in that particular moment, or don't involve me in that situation, leave me alone. In that case you can say that it doesn't tickle my fancy. It is not fancy in sense, everyone have one kind of taste. So it doesn't tickle my fancy, it is not related to my taste. For example, when I go for a function, I love to dress in the way I like. But there are people who love to dress up in their way. So everyone has different taste. So it's not that everyone will have the same opinion related to their taste, related to their mindset. When I am not agree with someone's mindset, then I don't agree with someone's taste, with someone's opinion, in that particular case, if it is a negative, I can use a sentence called it doesn't tickle my fancy. That means it's not related to my mindset. It is not related to my taste. It is not related to my opinion. So I don't like it. So if you could closely watch it, all these sentences are very, very useful. Because reason why I say is, yes, this sentence gives you the command related to English. At the same time, it makes you different from other people to answer such a situation, to answer a question. See, there is a common way to answer every question, but there are different ways to answer it. This topic is one among that. So that when you need to answer one particular situation where there are different answers, you can go through this video and you can learn and make sure that you try to use this in your day-to-day life. This is my humble request to all of you. It's not that we put a video, you just skip the video. It's not like that. Go through this video completely so that these sentences will be very, very helpful to construct a meaningful paragraph where it will make you different from other people. That's what I expect from my students, those who are watching this video. I hope today's class was very useful for you. I will come up with the next video. Until then, it is signing off, Madan. Thank you.